Hi, I'm Rand Whipple from Box of Light. Welcome to the wonderful world of stop-action animation. Stop-action animation, or stop-motion animation, is a style of filmmaking in which you have an object, you move it, you stop, you take a picture, you move it, you stop, you take a picture, move, stop, picture, move, stop, picture, 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 picture. And when you run that at 15 or 20 or 30 frames, pictures per second, you have motion. Your object in your film comes to life. All right, students, stop-action animation is a great way to win friends and influence people. It's also a wonderful, fun thing to do on your iPhone or your iPod or your tablet or your computer. Teachers, stop-action animation is a great kinesthetic, team-oriented activity that you can use to work on math concepts, language, or those all-important social skills. What we've done here is to create a page that will teach you the basics of stop-action animation. We've broken that process down into steps, and every movie below will take you through one step of that process. But before you jump to those movies, I'd like to give you a sort of stop-action animation in a nutshell video. I'd like to take you through the process from camera to credits, sort of from soup to nuts. Let's look at that. Now, the first thing you're going to need, of course, is a camera. And you can use a digital still camera. You could use your iPhone, a tablet, or your computer with a webcam. You will also need software. You're going to need a little editing software and some stop-motion animation software. The stop-motion software is very important because it gives you the ability to onion skin. Onion skinning allows you to see the last picture or three you took, as well as the one you're about to take. Watch this. I'm going to move my character's arm. Look at that. Can you see it on the screen? It looks like I'm looking through a layer of onion. Now I do it again, it repeats, again, repeats. This keeps your movement fluid because it tells you how much you should move your character. All right, here's a question. Can you make a stop-action animation with perhaps a computer and a camera, but no stop-motion software? The answer is yes. Do you want to? The answer is no. Again, it's that software that gives you the onion skin feature. Without onion skinning, you really don't know exactly how much you've moved that character. If you have onion skinning, you can create fluid movement. Fluid movement is the basis for a good movie. And stop-action animation software is not expensive. You can find free versions of it online. So just Google stop motion or stop action animation software, download it, and use it. Your audiences will thank you for it. Next, you're going to want to build a set. Fortunately, as William Shakespeare said, all the world is a stop action animation set. Or something like that. Now, your own set can be as simple as your kitchen table or as elaborate as a sculpted, molded, painted set of your own. For our purposes, let's create a very simple paper set and look at how we want to place our camera. Now, if you do want to build your own set, then you're going to want something to hold up your backdrop. Here we have just a simple piece of foam core. You could use cardboard, it doesn't matter. And since we're shooting across, I am going to tape that like that. We're going to tape that baby down. And I've folded it so we have this sort of tripod thing going on that's going to help it stand. Now we're just going to add a little bit of blue paper for our backdrop. Let's turn on the iPad. I'm going to cut a wavy hillside out of our green paper. And frame up my camera. Now notice, I don't care about the edges here. Not because I'm not a caring person, because I am. But because the camera can't see it, so the audience won't see it. Don't spend a lot of time building huge parts of your set that your audience will never see. Now we need some characters. For our actors today, we are going to use blocks of clay. Blocks of clay are wonderful actors. They do not complain about their lines, and they will not shove in front of you at the buffet line. This is Bob. This is Frida. I will now get Bob into character. Voici le Bob. Este es Frida. So now it is time to animate. Now my job as an animator at this point is simply to move Bob in little tiny movements. Now we're going to see the onion skinning that we talked about. I'm watching that on the iPad. Little bitty movements. Small movements are good movements. Remember that, you will be tested on it. What is a good movement? Yes, you are right. It is a small movement. And we have motion. All right, I think we'll let these two characters meet one another. Now we are ready for our editing program. But before we move there, we have to actually export, render, or share our movie. All of these words mean the same thing. They mean digitally sort of painting your movie one frame at a time into a format that other applications can read. Now, because we are in the Apple environment, we are going to use the word share. So we will just touch our share icon, we will save it to the camera roll, and we will again share. Now, perhaps you can see at the bottom of the screen there's a little gray line moving across that says we are indeed rendering or sharing our movie. If you cannot see it, you must trust me. I am a trustworthy individual. You have my word on that. All right, we're done. Now at this point, we could actually put this movie online. We could load it to a website. We could email it. We could send it to Hollywood. Or, as most of you will do, send it to your grandmother. She will enjoy it. Once we are in our editing application, we can drop the clip into our video track. We can add some music. Ooh, do you hear how that creates a mood? Now we'll add a sound effect. Maybe a little conversation. Let's punctuate the effort it takes to get Frida to jump onto the well-rounded Bob. And finally, since our characters have performed so well, let's give them some applause. You can also use your editing program to add your credits and your title. Let's look at that final movie. Now that film is going to sell a lot of popcorn. At this point, we could export it again and share it with the world. Well, that's it. That's the stop-action animation process in a nutshell. Now you're ready to go look at the other movies and begin your own career as a stop-motion animator. Now, teachers, if you're interested in learning more about how stop-action animation can be used in your classroom, you might want to attend some of the workshops we'll be doing for educators at WVIA and Box of Light. Just email us at the link below at the bottom of the page, and we'll let you know when the next workshop is scheduled. That's it. I'm Rand Whipple from Box of Light. This has been a WVIA Box of Light tutorial. Thanks for watching.